B double feature. It's about a young man named James Stewart, who 2 years ago, at the age of 16, won the National Motocross Championship and became the first African-American to win a major title in any kind of motorsport ever. That's any kind. NASCAR, IndyCars, Formula One, motocross, you name it. And while Stewart's success in motocross has not resulted in the same crossover impact that Tiger Woods has had on golf, the kid they call Bubba dominates his sport in much the same way that Tiger once dominated his.
In the sport of motocross, where competitions are staged in remote rural towns like Millville, Minnesota and Binghamton, New York, many fans come just to see a guy known simply as Bubba.
Bubba Stewart is on the uprise, and he's going to rock the house.
In motocross and its indoor version, Supercross, James Bubba Stewart is a rarity.
How many African Americans are in your sport professionally now?
Me.
One.
Me.
Who is the best in your division?
I'm the best in my division. I don't try to be cocky with it. I'm just saying that, you know, if it's anybody who's ever raced me, I always put them down.
Unbelievable. James Bubba Stewart is your leader.
Number 259 might look different from his competition, but it's not till Stewart dons his helmet that he really stands out. In 3 years as a pro, the 18-year-old has rewritten the sport's record books and mesmerized fans. His reward, an estimated $4 million in endorsements and winnings this past year, and growing fame outside the sport.
Please welcome James Bubba Stewart.
Last year, Teen People named you one of the 20 teenagers who will change the world. Sports Illustrated named you as one of the 101 most influential minorities in sports.
When I look at stuff like that, it actually feels like I'm actually doing something for my sport.
In his sport, 40 riders line up at the start gate. The object in the race, called a moto, is to complete the most laps within a fixed duration, generally around 30 minutes. Competitors circle the mile-long dirt course, taking on hairpin turns, steep inclines, and the jumps that launch riders and their 200-pound bikes. In a sport notorious for its grueling competition and high injury risk, Bubba just wins, and seems to do so without breaking a sweat.
There is a showman side to you as well.
Yeah. You know, amateur and coming up and stuff, I was the only, black guy out there. So I'm always used to people looking at me differently and stuff going to the races. So when I have the camera on and the pressure time, that's when I feel like I'm the best.
I think he has done for motocross maybe what Tiger Woods did to bring golf back into the public consciousness.
ESPN motocross commentator Todd Harris believes Stewart's radically altered the sport's landscape.
Not only is he an African American who's in a sport that not many African Americans participate in, but he does it with so much charisma. He's just so used to running at such a high speed that he's just raised the bar.
More than speed separates Bubba. It's also his appeal to all types of people. He's adored in the sport's mostly white settings, has hip-hop street credibility, and the global celebrities he knows made the effort to meet him.
I mean, what are my chances meeting Tiger Woods or Michael Jordan or King Griffey Jr.? I don't know where to go to find them at.
So do you have some of these celebrities' phone numbers?
Oh, I just got Tom Cruise, Michael Jordan, King Griffey, Tiger Woods. No big deal. I'm just messing with people. I love it.
Most of Stewart's time away from races isn't spent with the A-list, but at home on a 90-acre farm outside Orlando. Here, the spoils of success are most apparent. There's the seemingly endless supply of motorcycles, a sprawling practice track covered in $300,000 of clay-like dirt where he hones his skills. He lives here with his parents, James Sr. and Sonia, and his younger brother, Malcolm. It was James Sr., a former local dirt bike racer, who first introduced James Jr. to the motorbikes.
When was the first time he went riding?
2 days old. When I brought him home from the hospital, first thing I did before he ever went in the house, I gave him a ride on my motorcycle.
So from that point on, how often were you riding with him then?
Every day.
Every day?
As often as Bubba is called the Tiger Woods of motocross, perhaps the closer similarity is between their dads. Both Stewart Sr. and Earl Woods identified their son's talents at a very young age and worked hard to develop them.
I used to work 16 hours, 4 or 5 days a week. And I would come home and I would pull in the driveway and I would see my son, motorcycle, gear, everything ready to go. All he needed to do was load it up on the truck.
How much choice did he have in the matter?
Oh, I never pushed him. I mean, just think about it. If you work 16 hours and you come home, your kid, you know, got teary eyes, wanted to go riding, what will you do?
With his father as his coach, Bubba posted the best amateur career in the sport's history, capturing 11 amateur titles. But being the only black family at competitions presented roadblocks.
I went to one racetrack. We was in Alabama, and when we pull in the gate, the guy said, "We don't raise no here." And I said,
Use the word.
"Yes." Looked at the guy and I said, "Good, because that ain't what I come here to race. Come here to race motorcycle."
And his response?
He took my money and let me went through the gate.
He's never told me that story. I mean, I think it's a lot of things that went on when I was younger and stuff. My dad kind of kept away from me and stuff, and, you know, I respect that.
The Stewarts also poured the bulk of their resources into keeping Bubba's pro hopes alive.
Oh, it's been time when it was time to pay rent, and we had to go racing. It's like, hey, we had to flip a coin.
And how did it play out at times when you had to flip that coin?
Sometime it say go racing, sometime it say pay rent.
When I see that and I just see all the stuff they done, why would I fail them now? You know, my parents have put so much effort in me, so why should I not go give 150%?
Another powerful motivator, honoring the man who once wore Stewart's number.
The number you wear is 259. The significance of that is?
My role model coming up, he was another African-American rider as an amateur. He was really good. I think he actually could be really good.
Until 1993, when that rider, Tony Haynes, was paralyzed during a practice session.
I remember going to the hospital and asking could I take his number from him, and he gave it to me, so that's where I got number 259. I told him, like, I'm taking that number to the top, and, you know, like, in my mind, I am number one, but I know where my number came from, and I know what that guy means to me, so that's why I have it.
In 2002, the 16-year-old rookie pro became the first African-American to win a major championship in any motorsport. Announcer Todd Harris was awed by Stewart's great talent, but it was after this frightening 2003 accident that Harris realized Bubba was no flash in the pan.
I think he dislocated and broke his shoulder and a concussion. And well, the next night he shows up at the banquet at the Hard Rock Cafe Hotel and in a sling and looking like $1 million, and the big smile was there. And that's kind of when I knew this kid is here for real.
He'll ride away from this season the best motocross rider in the 125 division's history. But next year, a stiff challenge awaits. He'll move up to the Circus 250 class with its faster, heavier bikes and its own dominant champion, 24-year-old Ricky Carmichael.
When he gets to your class, how would you describe what that is likely to be in terms of the competition? What would you equate that to?
Oh, I'd say it's Muhammad Ali Frazier for sure. It's gonna be awesome.
You're about to move up to a division that is pretty doggone tough. Does that concern you?
Nah, I mean, I just got so much confidence, and like I done made it so far. Why stop now?
But few doubt that James Stewart will continue to rack up more championships, exposure, and riches during his motorcycle racing career. But the young man they call Bubba has already started considering life beyond 2 wheels. One possibility, that he might trade in his motorcycle for 4 wheels and race on a circuit that's the king of all American motorsports, NASCAR.
We have several people now pursuing us to go and do NASCAR now.
Does he have any talent?
Oh, yeah.
There's never been an African-American champion in NASCAR.
Nope, because we haven't got that yet.
Desire to be the first African-American champion in NASCAR?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't, like, actually look at, like, I want to be the first African-American to do all this. It's cool, like, don't get me wrong, like, I would love to be the first African-American to do good in IndyCar or NASCAR or anything, but I just want to go have fun. It looks like something fun to do.
Finally tonight, a few